What is junction object? Junction object. So what is junction object? Any object, any object, any custom object which has two master detail fields on it is called junction object. Any custom object which has two master detail fields on it is called junction object. Junction object maintains many to many relationship. Junction object maintains many to many relationship. Let me show the diagram representation. Let us assume I have course object. I have an object called course. In this object, I am maintaining the fields like name of the course and who is the owner of the course. So here I created course like Java, owner is Shyam. Course is, let us say, SFDC, the owner is Ravi. I created an object called course where I have two records. Name of the course is Java, owner is Shyam. Name of the course is SFDC, owner is Ravi. I have one more object. Where I am maintaining the information about the students. So here I have branch name, name of the branch, and owner of the branch. So when I am going for a branch, I have SR Nagar branch, owner is Kiran. LB Nagar branch, owner is Satish. Okay, BHP, owner is. So these are the two objects we have. One is course object, another is branch object. Now I am creating a new custom object. Let us say student. I was creating a new custom object called student. When I was creating a new custom object, so where I have name of the student, then I want to maintain course details. I am trying to create master detail field. I want to maintain the course details where I was maintaining master detail field. I created a master detail field to the course object, choosing the course as a master. Because this is the first master detail field, I call it as primary master. Then the student also want to choose branch. So I am creating one more master detail field on a student object, choosing branch as a master object. Because this is the second master detail field, I am calling as secondary master. Secondary master. Then I am going to create one more field like fee. Okay. Now let us see. I was trying to enter the data, name of the student, let us say Wilson. He can choose any one of the course. It is a master detail field. When it is a master detail field, you have to choose a course from the course object. Now let us say I have chosen course. When you choose the course called Java, who is the owner of the record? In the master detail relation I told, whoever is the owner of the master record, he will be the owner of the corresponding child record. Because you have selected Java as a course, the owner of the record is Shah. Now student, we have one more field called branch. Because branch is also a master detail field, we have to choose a branch from the branch object. Let us say I have chosen SR Nagar. Now because you have chosen SR Nagar, owner becomes Kiran. Owner is Kiran. Now what is this? I have an object with a two master detail field. Whenever we have an object with a two master detail field, we call that object as junction object. The first master detail field what I created is called primary master. Second master detail field what I created is called secondary master. Now when you have two master detail fields on an object, who is going to be the owner of the record? Because there are two masters on this, who will be the owner of this record? The record what you created, who is going to be the owner of the record? In the junction object, whoever is the owner of the primary master, he will be the owner of the junction record. So for this record, the owner is going to be Shah. Then I am creating one more record. Promote. We also choose in Java course. For the branch, he can choose any branch of his choice. Let's choose an LB Nagar. Now who is the owner of the record? Primary master is Java. So owner of the record is also Shah. Now I have created one more record. She has chosen SFDC course from LB Nagar. Now let us say 1000. So who is the owner of the course? Who is the owner of the record? Because they have chosen primary master as SFDC, owner of this record is going to be Ravi. So this is how we have created the records. Primary master, secondary master. Right. Now in the junction object, I told in the master detail, if you delete any one of the master record, corresponding child records will be deleted. If you delete any one of the master record, corresponding child records are also be deleted. Now in this junction object, there are two masters. When there are two masters, if you delete any one of the master record, let us say I deleted Java record. When I delete a Java record, what happened? All the corresponding Java records will be deleted. All the corresponding Java records will be deleted. If I delete a Java record, all the corresponding Java records will be deleted, which means Wilson is going to be deleted and Pramod is going to be deleted. Suppose if I am deleting LB Nagar, if I delete this record, all the corresponding records of LB Nagar will be deleted. So if I delete LB Nagar, then which records are going to be deleted? Pramod and Prashanti will be deleted. If I delete LB Nagar, then all the LB Nagar records will be deleted. So if you delete any one of the master record, corresponding child records are also deleted. If I delete Java, Wilson and Pramod will be deleted. If I delete LB Nagar, Pramod and Prashanti both will be deleted. Right. Now, someone asked a query. What is this? Why course is primary? Because I created first master detail field as course. If you created the branch as a first master detail field, it will become primary. Whichever the field you created first, that field becomes a primary. So according to your requirement, you should decide who should own the record. Right. Fine. Now if you delete any one of the primary master, if you delete any one of the master record, corresponding child records are also deleted. Now let us see. For the Java course, there are 200 child records. Let us assume there are 200 records in the junction object who have chosen Java as a course. If there are 200 students who have chosen Java as the course, then we cannot delete this Java record. Any record which has 200 child records in the junction object, any record which has 200 child records in the junction object, any master record which has 200 child records in the junction object, that master record cannot be deleted. that master record cannot be deleted. Any record which has 200 child records in the junction object, that record cannot be deleted. If Java course has 200 students, then we cannot delete Java course. Right. The next point, junction object cannot be parent to any other object. Any object which has more than 200 child records, come back to the point. Any object which has two master detail fields on an object, any object which has 200, I'm repeating the same point basically. Yeah. Any object which has two master detail fields on it, it cannot be parent to any other object. Any object which has two master detail fields on it cannot be parent to any other object. So I'll put all the points together. First, master detail field, what we have created is called primary master. Second, master detail field, what we have created is called secondary master. Whoever is the owner of primary master record, he will be the owner of corresponding junction code. If we delete any master record, corresponding child records are also deleted. Corresponding child records are also deleted. If any master record has more than 200 child records, then we cannot delete master record. Then any object which has two master detail fields, that object cannot be parent to any other object. That object cannot be parent to any other object. So these are the rules about this operation. So as I told you, it is many to many. What is this? I can choose Java from LB Nagar. Or SR Nagar or KPHP. Similarly, from KBHP, I can choose Java or SFDC. So what type of relation is this? Many to many relationship. Any further queries on this topic? Any queries on this topic for anyone? Right? Am I clear with this? Right. So, right. Let me create Let me log into your account. Now I'm trying to create an object, let us say payment object. On the payment object, I'm choosing customer as one parent and credit card as one parent. Now on the payment object, I want to create two master detail fields. Now which customer on which credit card has made a payment? Which customer on which credit card he has made a payment? I want to know which customer has made a payment on which credit card. Now if I'm right, we created one master detail field already. Now we are trying to create one more master detail field. But prior to creating a master detail field, I told you if you already have a data in the object, we will not be able to create a master detail field. So I am deleting this field. Then I'm going with creation of one more master detail field. Click on view fields, new custom field, then master detail field. Next, choose your parent. My parent is customer. Next, enter the data, customer. Then just give next, next, next. Then go to the payment. You are able to see there are two master detail fields. So this has become a junction object now. This has become a junction object. This has become a junction object. I hope you are clear with this format. Any further queries on this? Anyone has any queries on this junction object? Fine. So let me go to the next concept. The other relation what we have is lookup relation. So let me start the next relation here. Lookup relation. So what is a lookup relation and why we use it? Lookup relation and why we use it. Now try to understand this. Lookup relation is also one-to-many relation. Also one-to-many relation. Lookup is also one-to-many relation, like your master detail. When you said master detail, slight difference from the master detail. Let me explain. Try to compare with master detail and understand this concept. First point, master detail. Master detail is one-to-many relation. When you say lookup, it is also one-to-many relation. The second point, master detail field can be created only on custom objects. Master detail field can be created only on custom object, whereas the lookup fields can be created on custom objects as well as standard objects. Master detail field is also one-to-many relation. Lookup is also one-to-many relation. Master detail field can be created only on custom object, whereas a lookup field can be created on custom object as well as standard object. Master detail field can be created only on the object which doesn't have any data. Can be created only on the object which doesn't have any data in it. Master detail field can be created only on the object which doesn't have any data in it. Whereas lookup field can be created on any object which contains the data or doesn't contain the data. Can be created on the object which contains the data or doesn't contain the data. So lookup field can be created on the object which contains the data or which doesn't contain the data. Master detail field, it is a required field. When is a lookup field, it is an optional field. It's an optional field. The reason why I am comparing is both to one to many. Slight differences are there. So we need to take the difference between them. Now it is an optional field. Then if we delete master record, child record will be deleted. But whereas when you go to the lookup relation, if you delete master record, child record will not be deleted. If you delete master record, child record will not be deleted. That means in the master detail relation, child cannot exist without parent. In the lookup relation, child can exist without parent. So when do you go for master detail? When do you go for lookup? According to your business requirement, it is mandatory that you have to choose a parent, and a child cannot exist without parent. Then I will go with master detail. If you have a requirement where choosing a parent is an optional and child can exist without a parent, then I will go with the lookup relation. Next. Owner of the master record will be owner of the corresponding child. Owner of parent and child can be same. Can be same or different. Can be same or different. So the child will have its own owner, parent will have its own owner. Then when you say master detail, maximum 2 master detail fields. We can go with up to 40. Up to 40. So now try to understand. What is a lookup relation? Lookup relation is also one-to-many relationship which is used to establish. This is used to create a relation between two or more objects. Lookup field can be created on standard object or a custom objects. Lookup field can be created on standard object or a custom object. We can create an object. This is a optional field. This is an optional field. We can create lookup field on the object which already contains the data, or which doesn't contain the data. Then, if you delete parent record, child record will not be F. Child can exist without parent record. Child record and parent record has their own owners. We can create create 40 lookup fields on an object. Last point, child can avoid deletion of its master record by enabling don't allow the deletion of parent record, which is a part of population. Then important point, last one, we can create self lookup. That means object can choose itself as a parent and create lookup relation. I can choose myself as a parent and create a lookup relation. I can choose myself as a parent and create a lookup relation. So this is a theoretical point of the story. So let me create a relation here. You have seen the theoretical point. Now let me create a relation. Let us see. Now let me take an example. I have an application. When you're looking at the application, I may be applying for a new card. I may be applying for a new card, or I may be applying for cancellation of a card. Application type, it may be a new card or cancellation of a card. If you are applying for a cancellation of a card, then you are already existing customer. If you are already existing customer, you can provide the customer details. But if you are not an existing customer, you are applying for a new card, then you are not a customer. So I cannot choose a customer data. But if you are an existing customer who is applying for a cancellation of a card, then I can provide my customer data. So it is an option. It is a choice. There is an option. It's not mandatory that every application can contain customer data. So here there is a choice. There is an option. There is an option that you can choose. Or else let us see. Are you getting my point here? Then, if you want to create lookup field, view fields, new lookup relation, next choose the parent, customer. Next, then enter the data. Here we have, don't allow the deletion of lookup record. If I choose this, parent record cannot be deleted. When a parent has a child, it cannot be deleted. When a parent has a child, it cannot be deleted. I can avoid the deletion of parent by enabling this option. I can avoid the deletion of parent by enabling this option. I can avoid the deletion of parent by enabling this option. By enabling this option. Right. Now, I said clear. Lookup filter, we know which records of the parent can be displayed. Lookup filter, we know which records of the parent can be displayed. Next. 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 Save. Then go to the application, new application. We got here customer. Then you can access the customer data. Let me create one customer, sample customer. Go to application. Just like your master detail, you'll be creating. But application is a child object, right? But what you are finding here, it has its own owner. I created customer as a parent, but still application has its own owner. Second point I told, it is a optional field. It's not mandatory. Third one, application object already has a data. Even though there is a data in this object, we are still able to create a lookup field. We can create a field even on the object which already has a data in it. Second, the child will have its own owner, parent will have its own owner. It's an optional field. You can choose or you can leave it. When I click on this field, you are able to see the file. Kiran and Satish. Selected Kiran record. I created this record. Now it is a child of customer called Satish. Go to the customer, delete customer. Customer is a parent. I deleted a customer. When you delete a customer, go to application, check it out. What happened here? Only customer field is set as blank, but child record is not deleted. The child record is not deleted. So if you delete a parent record, corresponding child records will not be deleted. If you delete a parent record, corresponding child record will not be deleted. I hope you are clear with this format. Any queries from your end? Any queries from your end? Am I clear with this format? Anyone has any queries? Everyone has followed, or should I repeat? Right. So let me go with this one. Now, I will take a quick scenario here. Now let us decide what type of relation we can use here. What type of relation we can use? A small data model. Now, I have a business model. Now this is a basic information. Let us say I have red bus. I want to build a red bus application. When you want to build a red bus application, or else let it look simple. So let us go with red bus. Red bus application. I want to build this application. Now, what type of information you are finding on this? Let us say I'm choosing from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Now, this information what I'm getting here. My search is not giving any result. Chalo. So fine. We want to give this type of data. When you want to give this type of data, we want to give this data. So in this, what is the format of the data they're expecting? When you're looking at this, when they are looking at this, they need the service providers. The service providers. The service providers will provide their services. Like we got some travelers like VRL Travels, Orange Travels, right? SVR Travels. Like this, we have some travels. These travel people are providing the services. What these people are providing? They'll provide some services. Let us say they are providing some services. They're providing some services like from to date, type of bus, number of seats available, seat booked, number of seats booked, remaining. Like this, some data they are providing. So they are telling, boss, I'm VRL Travels. VRL Travels people are providing service from Hyderabad to Bangalore on 18th October. Type of bus is sleeper. Total number of seats are 24. Number of seats booked 10. Remaining 14. So this type of information I want to provide. So the service providers like VRL, Orange, SVR Travels, they are providing some services. So the services is who is the provider, what type of service is providing. Then when they are providing a service, the total number of tickets are 24. So what happened? Now when the customer is booking the ticket, I need to have which seat you have booked. So I have some service line items. When I say service line items, in the service line item they're going to maintain. What is the service number, which seat is booked, seat. Then I'm going to maintain some information like booked or available, status, then is it for female. This type of information I'm trying to maintain. Then we have some people like customers who will log in, they book the tickets. Customer, this is going to maintain a customer information, and I'm going to make a booking cancellation. Now this is the data what my application is. So basically here that people who are involved is service providers and customers. Service providers are going to provide some services. Customers are going to use the services. So customer is going to book the ticket, cancel the ticket. Customer is going to book the ticket and cancel the ticket. Now this is the basic data, basic model what I have. So this is my business model. In my business model, what are the tables I require now? Who are the people involved? What are the tables they require? I need a separate table to maintain information about all the people who provides the services. So what I'm taking, so I call them as travel. Okay, travels. I provide them as travels object. Then what type of services they are providing. Each service is going to have number of tickets. So every ticket I need to maintain separately because the booking will happen on every ticket. So service line items. Then who is the customer who is going to book the ticket? What are the operations they are performing? Booking, cancellation. Now these are the tables what we have. Now tell me what type of relations are required between travels and service. Can a service exist? Let us say Hyderabad to Bangalore. I want to. Can a service exist without travel? Can a service exist without a travel? If I want to provide a travel, who is the travel? Who is that traveler? Okay, what is the traveler's name? Who is providing this? Traveler's name. Who is providing this? So this is the person who provides it. Travel service provider. Now let us say VRL. So I cannot create a service without travels. So what is this? When I am trying to provide a service, it is mandatory for me to tell who is the which travels is providing this, So what type of relation exists between these? One travels provide many type of services. Now the same VRL providing service called Hyderabad to Bangalore. The same providing service from Hyderabad to Pune. Same providing Hyderabad to Mumbai. Let us say Hyderabad to Chennai. So it is one-to-many relationship. Now every service will have service line item. As I told, 20 tickets. If you say 20 tickets, each city is one service line item. So without service, can a service line item exist? Service line item is what? Service line item. Let us say when I created the service, they give service number. 123 is the service number. For the service number 123, we have a seat number 1, lower berth, price 400 rupees. So the service line item exists only when there is a service. So again, what is this? One service will have one service. Hyderabad to Bangalore service has 20 tickets. So what is this? One-to-many relation. So travels, under travels, Chellies, service. Under service we have items. Then this how the hierarchy, one-to-many. Now if I delete a traveler, all his services will be cancelled. If I delete a travels, the corresponding services will be cancelled, corresponding service line items will be cancelled. Similarly, I have booking. So when I have booking, who is going to book? Service line item. So service line item I am going to book. So customer is picking. So I have to provide the seat number. When I want to book, I have to provide the seat number. I will tell who is the customer who is booking. So if you delete the seat, if the seat is deleted, the booking will be deleted. If the customer is deleted, the booking will be deleted. So what is it? On the booking object, there are two relations. So what is this? Junction object. What we call junction object. Now cancellation. When you want to cancel, what will happen? I have to simply provide my booking. If I provide my booking number, automatically cancellation will happen. So cancellation has a relation with the booking. If you want to cancel, you have to provide your booking number. Only when you provide your booking number, then only you can cancel. So what is this? Again, the relation happens here, one-to-many. So like this, according to your business requirement, you decide is it going to be a lookup or a master detail. I hope you are clear with these examples. Any further queries on this? Are you clear with this example? Now design your data model according to your application model. Decide what tables are required, what type of relations are required between the tables, according to your business requirement. Any further queries on this? Anyone has any queries? Any queries? Okay, fine. Then let me go to the next one. We have the third type of service. We have the third, okay. We have one more type of relationship. The relationship is hierarchical relationship. We are trying to create a relation, hierarchical relation. So what is this hierarchical relation? When you want to establish a relation between user to user, this field can be created only on user object. This field can be created only on user object. This field is used to create relation between user to user. When you want to create a relation between user to user, like who is your HR manager, who is your reporting manager. Your reporting manager is also one of the user. Your HR manager is also one of the user. So for you, who is your HR manager? Your manager is one of the user. So for you, who is your manager? For you, who is your HR manager? For you, who is your relational manager? For you, who is the point of contact? So what is that? Trying to create a relation between user and user. When you try to create a relation between user to user, we call it as hierarchical relationship. This is one-to-one relation. This field is one-to-one relation. This field is one-to-one relation. This field is used to create a one-to-one relation. This field can be created only on user object. This is used to establish user-to-user relation. Let me show you how to create this field. Setup, build, customize, then we are going with users, then fields, to custom fields. I repeat the navigation. Setup, build, customize, users, fields, user custom fields. Then choose a relationship, hierarchical relationship. Then create next. HR manager. Then create next. Next. See. Go back to the user. Setup. Administer. Manage users. Go to user. Then you are finding here HR manager field. When you click on icon, you are finding the list of user. So who is your HR manager? I told Kavya is my HR manager. So we are creating user to user relation. So HR manager of this user is Kavya. Right. So let me show the navigation here. If you want to create setup, build, customize, users, fields, new custom fields, choose the data type, hierarchical relation, enter the field details, then choose the field level security, then add the field to so this is how we created this field. Any query on this format? Any query on this format? Then fine. Let me go to the next part of the story. Now, when I'm creating the field, always I'm simply giving next, next and save. So what is there in that next? Let me discuss in detail about creation of the field. So look at the field. I was trying to create a field here. New field. We are choosing the data type. Let it be any relation, lookup or master tell, let it be any field. When I said currency. Go to this. Then you give some field amount. Then you're creating. When you click on next, you're finding some option called visible and read only. So you're going to say here. If I say visible, if I choose visible, read only. There are two options given. If I choose field as visible, all the users with this profile can perform read and write operation on the field. So if I choose the option called visible, it means all the users with this profile can perform read and write on this field. If I choose okay, all the users with this profile can perform only read operation on this field. If I give no, this field is not visible, all the users with this profile. So at the time of creating the field, you decide for whom you want to show this field. So at the time of creating the field, you are having all these are the profiles. All these are the profiles. For which profile you want to show the field. Like, let us say electrical cloud integration user. For him, I want to hide it. I don't want to show. Cloud security user, I want to make it read only. For branch manager, I want to make it as read and write. For a clerk, I want to make it as read and write. Contact manager, I want to make it read. So you can decide what type of visibility you can give to the field. What type of visibility that you want to give on the field to the given profiles. So this is the field level visibility. Who can see the field, who can perform read and write. So when I give visible, you can perform read and write. If I give visible and read only, you are only allowed to perform read operation. This is the option what we have. Then I am clicking on next, where you are finding add the field to the page layout. Last step you are getting add the field. When I choose this, when I enable this, then only the field will be displayed on the layout. If you want to see the field on the layout, then I have to select this. If I don't select this, you will not be able to see the field on the layout. Field will be created. Let us see. I created this. The field is created like amount. But when you go to payment, you will not be able to see the field. You can see the field only when you enable the last option. So these are the basic steps what we have in creation of field. Any further queries that you have? Any further queries that you have from your end?